You're dodging me. I'm trying.
Come on, do you really think I'm gonna let this go?
Carly, you and Sonny are getting along. Probably as good as you're ever going to. Your sons are happy and healthy, your business is thriving, and you have managed not to kill Sam, which is probably a lot more than I could have done under the circumstances. So why are you creating a new problem?
I'm not.
Then let this go.
I have a right to know my father.
Even if it means dragging me back to a time in my life that I don't want to think about, reminding me of things I had to do to survive. Honey, listen to me. I will always regret that I had to give you up, and I will always be sorry that you had to lash out the way you did. But we're past it. We forgave each other. We're mother and daughter. Why can't that be enough?
Listen, all I want is the truth.
I told you the truth. Your father was a John. I don't know what his name is. I don't know where he might be.
Okay, why are you getting so upset? And is there something that you're not telling me? Look, I know this is painful for you. I understand that, but your life is so different than it was then, and I just think maybe you'd feel better if you just told me the truth.
Carly, I told you the truth. And if you had any respect for me at all, you would accept it. You don't have a father.
Okay, well, that is a biological impossibility. Of course, one of the men that you were sleeping with was my...
Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to get to where I am? To start over, to find any kind of self-respect? Now you're asking me to just set it all aside because you're curious about what happened in the past.
I just...
Look, I realize that growing up in Florida was not perfect for you. But you know what? You had food on the table, you had people who loved you, you had people who took care of you. You never had to turn tricks after school, if you could even manage to get to school, and you never had to make yourself dead on the inside just so you could get through the night. This was a very painful time in my life. I couldn't even confide in Luke and Ruby, because somehow we all managed to convince ourselves that I knew what I was doing, I could handle it, it was only temporary because we really needed the money. But you know what? I hated myself. And I hated my life. And there were times when I even hated them for not stopping me.
Mom, you must have felt so alone.
Yes. And if it weren't for my diary, I think there were times when I might have gone insane. There are still days. I can have a bad day. I go back and read it sometimes. Because it just reminds me of how good my life is now, how blessed I am to have what I have.
I get that. I can relate. I understand.
So please, leave it alone.